Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Alright, hey everyone. We can't have a Zhongli video without that line. Obviously, I had to start with that. Anyways, welcome to the Zhongli relevancy guide, I think. And if you hear a little background noise, it's just my laptop fan. I tried everything. I have a cloth covered over my screen right now to try to remove the sound, lessen the sound of my fans. So yeah, please ignore that. Anyways, I was lucky enough to get Zhongli. Came on 50-50. Show you right here. I was lucky, pretty lucky. If you see a cut, just ignore that. My mouse wasn't working and I had to restart the game. Oh well, back to Zhongli. So let's talk about him. Zhongli is a year 1 character, he's the Geo Archon, everybody knows that. But is he relevant? Is he still as good of a character as he was when he first came out? I know that he's the only character that's got a proper buff in Genshin. No other character has got a buff. He got his normal attacks revamped, I think. He got his modifiers, numbers, everything revamped. So let's talk about him. First I'm going to discuss his kit, obviously. So I'm still in the process of building him, so please don't judge my current numbers, but what I'm going to show you here is the weapon, and you probably want to go with this one because it gives the max HP. Although, personally, I would go with the new Fontaine pole arm that's released because that's also got HP. And that passive is much more useful than this. I mean, this just deals increased damage against slimes. And in Abyss, you're not going to fight slimes all the time. So, on that Fontaine one, you have a passive of when your character is healed, you get 8 energy. So, knowing me, I will obviously run a healer beside Zhongli as well because I'm not that confident in his shield. Honestly, he might be the strongest shield in the game, but I'm still not that confident, especially with now Vivian, a thing that can one shot his shield. So yeah, I'm keeping a healer with him. So that way, that polearm can be beneficial to him for his burst up time because Zhongli has terrible energy regen. He doesn't generate much particles, which is kind of weird, but it also makes sense because you're going to use him mostly for his shield. His burst is just an accessory at this point. Artifacts, tenacity, millilith, obviously. That set is made for him, and just slap everything with HP because his shield scales with HP. So you want to aim for something around 50k HP. 45 to 50k, that's what I will be aiming for. Currently have an HP goblet, an HP cup, I think, and there's an HP circlet. Basically everything HP. You gotta focus on that HP stat. Basically build him like Nilu. If you see my Nilu, my Nilu has 56,000 HP and Yelan has something around 45. Yeah, when you use it in double hydro, it just gets more. So you could probably use him in a double hydro build to get an even stronger shield. Although then you'll be generating a ton of water hydro shields, but oh well. Like I said in the preliminary video, you just gotta max them all out. The gamer in you has to max them all out. I'm not gonna focus on the talents, but obviously get this one first. If you see me, I focused on the shield first because that's the most important thing. You want to use that, you want to get it as high as possible so his shield does not break. And his shield has 100% uptime, which is pretty amazing. I mean, it's 100%, but you gotta refresh it. So while you're fighting, so see, it's got a 12-second cooldown and the shield lasts for 20 seconds. So essentially what you want to do is keep a tracker in your mind while you're playing that once 20, 12 or 15 seconds are done, you just gotta switch back to Zhongli and reactivate his shield. So you get 100% shield uptime, which is pretty amazing. I think Noel comes close to him, but Noel has an 8-second cooldown, even if you take into consideration the skill cooldown that she reduces when she does basic normal attack. So he's a master of shield, obviously he's gotta have a shield. Anyways, the main point of this video is his relevancy to Fontaine. Is he still good? My opinion is that, honestly, I don't think he would fit in the meta of Fontaine. Fontaine basically specializes in losing HP and then gaining HP, Fremine being the exception, but from what I've seen in Linny and Lynette, they deal damage and then they like gain HP, lose HP, it's that kind of stuff. Even the domains you would see in Fontaine, the artifact domain and the weapon domain, their stats are all centered on HP loss and HP gain. Like if your HP changes, you get crit rate, you will get crit damage. So since Zhongli with a shield will never lose HP at all, like the shield is impenetrable. Nothing's gonna get through it. No basic enemy can get through it. And I've tested this out a lot because you see I have a level 70 Zhongli right here. I fight enemies that are around level 85, 86. And at some point I've just stood there and a shield has taken it. Like the entire damage, it's taken it. So you're not gonna see any HP loss over here. However, Zhongli is a good addition to your team. And for the Abyss, he would be definitely good. Like, if I remember, the current Abyss cycle involves like Fontaine robots, but if you see, the Fontaine robots specialize in elemental energy. Like when they have the Pneumosia alignment, they deal they deal different forms of energy attacks, and Zhongli's shield can basically cancel that out. So what you could do is potentially keep a Fontaine character with him so that you can activate Zhongli's shield, then switch to your Fontaine character as your main DPS. And obviously you're gonna use Zhongli as a support because that's what his role is. You will use him as a shield. I really like that you can climb the structure. Really helps with reaching some places you won't be able to reach, let's say Freena's throne. But all in all, he's a pretty good character. I really like him. Now let's talk about team comps. Now this part, I mean, since Zhongli is a year 1 character, there's not much to tell him because he's already tried and tested. Like everybody at this point knows what he is. So team comps are basically what can change in Fontaine, like how you could use him. Alright, so what I currently use him in is my dailies team, which consists of Eula, Linny, Zhongli and Tainari. Now why I like this team is because you can just apply Zhongli's shield and then Tainari and Linny can deal damage without worry. The problem with bow characters is that you gotta aim. It takes time. And they're long range, so you have to stay wary of those characters that can deal long range damage because they can interrupt your charge attacks. Here's where Zhongli comes into force. That shield is going to protect you. That shield is not going to make you stutter. It absorbs, like you get the elemental effect, but you don't take the damage. You don't lose. Your resistance to interruption increases. So that's what I'm going to use him in. Now the other good team is a mono Geo team. Why? Because
I will protect you.
Forgive my lack
Understood.
of Geo characters because I don't have that many. I think there aren't many Geo characters in the beginning. Alright, Angel. So like what's amazing about Zhongli is that
It's nothing.
his pillar resonates with other geostructures. So you can deal increased geo damage, and this works with Ushi as well, from Ushi as in Arataki Ito's skill. So Zhongli would definitely work well in a Pyro team, and a Mono Geo team, sorry, what am I saying? This is on the flow, I don't prepare scripts or anything, so that's why I just like say what's on my mind. Anyways, that's one team. The other team you could probably go is the
What is the
Archon team.
situation?
This would be so insane.
Time to broaden the horizons again.
Alright, I don't have Venti or Farina, but this would be amazing. This would be an epic team. Imagine this, you have your shield. Farina can apply Hydro. Nahida will create the blue. And Raiden Shogun's gonna give you tons of Hyper Bloom. Venti... Oh, well, Venti's fallen off the graph, so we're not gonna talk about him. He can drink in peace somewhere. Other teams that I would probably, since Zhongli is a shielder character, I feel he's very versatile and you can fit him in any team. It's the same as Noelle, as how I used Noelle. Noelle was very versatile for me. I used her in a lot of teams. You can see she was in my original team, like when I was still new to the game, when I didn't get into content creation. Then I have Noelle over here in my Overlord team, and Overlord is amazing. I love it. In Fontaine, it works like a charm. Those mechas get stunned and they actually can't attack you if they're overloaded. That's a neat concept. I don't know why people haven't noticed this yet, or maybe they have but aren't focusing on it. But mechas get stunned by Overload. So as you can see, he's a very versatile character. Obviously, do not put him in Nilu Bloom because he won't work there. Don't put him in a Perma Freeze team because while he might work there, you could possibly switch him for a better unit like Diona or Chi-Chi, who provides heals. And all in all, I think this team would be the best.
Good eye.
These two can be anybody. Alright, let's keep this.
Hopefully this won't take
Alright,
long.
this is the
Let's
Liyue
go.
team.
Time is against us.
This is the OP Liyue team. What you could do, use his shield,
Solidify.
Baiju's skill
A
to
bitter pill to
apply
swallow.
Dendro, then go Huda. Go. This would be amazing. The burns on this team would be amazing.
Mind the side
Zhongli's shield
effects.
will protect Huda, which is perfect. And you have a healer in case your Huda is running low on HP. Kaching's there. Oh my god. Kaching. Oh wait. Kaching. Yeah. Always get that pronunciation messed up if I don't focus on it. Kaching is there to support her Archon, obviously. Anyways, he's still relevant. He's still a relevant character to Fontaine. Like even after Fontaine, you're gonna see much use of him compared to Venti, who's been power prepped by Kazuha. Zhongli still has a role because we don't have a shield stronger than his. Like we have other shielder characters, like Baiju's burst gives him shields. Layla has a shield. But I think at this point, if you have Noelle at C6, that or Zhongli, they're the best shields in the game. I would rate Noelle a little better because she also has the added advantage of healing your character, but it depends. Like if you have a really strong Zhongli, that shield's not gonna break, so heals wouldn't make sense at all if you're not losing HP, right? But all in all, he's a very versatile character, and I don't think he's gonna get power prepped soon, unless Navia comes up with some absurd numbers and some absurd mechanic. So, but I think that's it for now. I don't have much to talk more on Zhongli. I'm still building him. I'm still learning more about him. Also, I'm not going to use his burst right now, but that animation is sick. Like, this is order. I still haven't used this burst. I just realized that. Oh well. Probably use it in a Spiral Abyss showcase video. Since next Abyss, he'll probably be on my team. Anyways, I know this might be a long video. I'll edit out a few bits, but that's it for now. If you're pulling for Zhongli, I hope you get him. And if you're saving, I hope you...
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Alright. I really love this voice actor. Anyways, that's it for now. I know it's not a in-depth guide. It's mostly a casual guide for players. For new players who started in 3.4, 3.5, the recent players. So it's a casual guide for them. Honestly, my opinion is just go play however you feel like. These guides are one thing, but in the end, it's your team, it's your characters, and you should have fun. That's what the end game is. Anyways, have a great day, and always remember to have
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
the famous line. Let's end it.
But where are those who share the memory?
Alright, goodbye.